What's going on, y'all? Fort Worth Fabi, man. Big Boss Fabo. I'm back with a video for the channel. I'm actually doing a reaction to House of Secrets. 9 children hidden for years in Oklahoma home found after police tip. Bruh, this is trending. Number 4 on trending on YouTube. Over 1 million views. And this is actually based out of Oklahoma. 9 children hidden for years in Oklahoma found after police tip. Man, it's kind of remind me of the story I reacted to the other day where it was like a family of like 13 or 15 or something like this. Like, I want to say 14 maybe. Parents had like 12 kids. But they pretty much kept them hostage until one of the daughters escaped, called the police, exposed them for uncivilized living conditions, basically, bro. They was locking up their children. They was putting them in chains, XYZ. So, bruh, it's crazy how parents treat their children like they're slaves. Let me say some parents, not every parent, but when you hear stories like this, I can't imagine being a father and I'm treating my children like a slave. Anyways, man, let's hop right into the video and see what's going on, bro.
A house of secrets and abuse. In August, Oklahoma City police got a tip that a man had multiple children with his stepdaughter. That report would unravel a family and...
Bruh. Really? The stepdaughter?
shake an entire community. Thank you for joining us here. I'm Jessica Shamba.
I'm Evan Onstadt. Tonight we are hearing for the first time from the adult children on life behind those closed doors, as well as the hero who would turn him in. KOCO's Kylie Thomas has the exclusive story you'll only see on 5.
This cul-de-sac in southeastern Oklahoma City looks like any other. But inside this yellow house was a man with a secret. And one woman would unearth the truth.
It just took someone paying attention. And believe it or not, he was telling on himself every single day. No one listened.
A family of 11 lived here. Mom, dad, and 9 children.
Hold on. It's gonna be subtitles out the way.
Hidden away from the world.
They never left the house only with him.
The children had never been to school, the doctors, or even a movie theater. All to conceal a secret they never knew was wrong. Doctors, or even
only with him.
The children had never been to school, the doctors, or even a movie theater.
What? The doctors were even a movie? What? Bro, what are you saying? Does anybody else understand that statement?
The children had never been to school, the doctors, or even a movie theater. All to conceal a secret they never knew was wrong. Their dad's relationship with their stepsister.
Did you know that the younger kids were your dad's kids too?
That I already knew about. I never knew that it was anything wrong with it.
We just grew up like if it was normal to us.
At 12 years old, their oldest sister had her first baby with their dad, according to court documents. She gave birth to 4 more inside this home. KOCO sat down with 3 of the siblings who wanted to share their story.
My thing is, if it's your stepsister, where's the mother? You know what I'm saying? Anything that step is brought in. So, where's the mom, bro? Hopefully they're gonna ask the right question, bro. So if I get to the end of this video...
When she had her first baby, you were just little.
Yeah, I think I was 7 or 8.
Did you ever question why you guys weren't allowed to leave the house more?
Not too much, because Dad always said that he didn't want us to get...
All right, she don't want to be on camera, so at least let's get the reporter on camera. Move my webcam over this way. But, bro, hopefully she gonna ask the right questions. If not, we gonna have a conversation.
Get hurt, or because he protecting us because of the people that are outside.
But that would all change.
I was looking for someone to paint the ceilings, and he answered the ad.
Doris Cole hired the father in 2017 as a contractor. She was opening several businesses at 10th and May.
They looked really crazy every day. The clothes, from the clothes that they wore, from the smell.
He started taking 2 of his teenage daughters to work, and Doris picked up on something she couldn't let go.
They couldn't read, they couldn't write.
He tried to homeschool
They
us.
couldn't read, they couldn't write. Dang. And my thing is, bruh, you taking the kids to work with you. You wanted to get exposed. You know what I'm saying? Luckily he did. Not to say, luckily he did. You know what I mean? But you could tell Buddy was at his tipping point, right? If you at the point to where you need to take the kids to work, I'm assuming something was happening at home to where he was fearful this secret was going to get exposed.
And then they went from trying to not doing.
And the speech was really bad. When I first met her, I thought she had an accent.
She would question the family's homeschooling, the father's persistent phone alerts, and the van packed full of food and clothing. But there was nothing overtly wrong.
Every day it was driving me insane because there's nothing I could do about it. It was nothing I had to tell the cops.
Until she met the stepdaughter.
The first time I met her was in the hallway, and I said, man, that girl looked like she just had a child. She was young.
Here's a message to
She
you
exposed
from us, students at the State University
She blew
of
up the
New
spot.
York.
And he was looking at her as if she was some sort of candy. I started putting stuff together. I said, okay, maybe those kids are hers and his.
The family became distant.
The
Doris
hell?
believes it was because she was asking too many questions. But they came back 2 years later looking for work.
Now this time I said, okay, I'm not letting this guy get away until I figure out what's going on.
And this time, the father told her the truth.
He said, well, this is not my daughter, just one of the kids. This is my lover, and that's my wife. I said, what?
After 7 years, Doris had the proof she needed.
I seen him.
What? That's what I'm saying, bruh. These news stations need to do a better job of reporting stories, bro. Like, y'all could have clipped this, edited it in a certain way to where the audience can understand what's happening. Because if you're just going to give me the story from, the civilian that pretty much saved the day by tipping off the police, and then talk over with voiceover in the background to where you're trying to help me understand, but I don't get it. They're just now mentioning the mother being in the picture. I'm talking about a grown adult, but they don't give any further context here.
This is my lover, and that's my wife.
Look how they lay out this statement.
Truth.
He said, well, this is not my daughter, just one of the kids. This is my lover, and that's my wife.
So they just introduced the wife magically now. Like, why didn't y'all start with that? You know what I'm saying? Where was the wife at the whole time that he was laying with the wife's daughter? I'm confused, bro. I mean, I'm not confused, but I'm just like flabbergasted, bro. Really?
I said, what?
After 7 years, Doris had the proof she needed.
I seen him kissing her. And I said, you know what, this is it. I called the police.
Detectives began interviewing the family. Worried he would take them and run, Doris let them stay in one of her homes as she worked with police without the family knowing. And on September 21st, police surrounded the home, but Dad wasn't there.
He'd asked me if I knew where he was, and I said, well, he's at his other house. He said he was coming back. And so I called him and I said, hey, the police are at the house. He's like, did they see the kids?
What was the feeling inside of your house?
I was shocked because my dad took forever to come.
The adult kids were left alone with their secret siblings, waiting for their dad to face up to the crime.
I'm amazed, at the same time amazed and shocked that I'm looking at this entire family I've never seen before. I've seen bits and pieces, and the condition that the little ones were in. I never imagined.
Court documents reveal the kids had poor hygiene, foul odor, lack of dental care, and were sleeping on one heavily soiled mattress on the floor. Investigators say 2 of the children were nonverbal. After 3 hours, Dad finally showed up.
I stood there on the porch. I didn't get to see his face up front, but I saw him from the porch. That was one of the most satisfying days probably in my life, to watch him go get in the police car.
All right, take a seat for me.
Both mom and dad were arrested. The father's charged with 3 counts of sexual abuse of a child, 5 counts of child neglect, and 3 counts of child abuse. His wife is charged with multiple charges for enabling neglect and sexual abuse.
Both see her.
That's what I'm talking about. Where is the wife at this whole time? Now they're just finally bringing up that she was basically an innocent bystander. Not innocent, but she was a bystander. She just didn't step in. She didn't do anything. And if it's a stepdaughter, right? You are the mother of a child that you brought into a relationship, and you allowed that man you were dating to take advantage of your daughter. That's despicable, bro. That's why I'm wondering, like, you're a stepdaughter. Where's the mom at? And now they're letting us know the mom didn't do a damn thing. Bro.
Also as a victim. Do you see that too?
Now, yes.
You don't think she should be arrested?
Who that?
No.
Court documents reveal a child told forensic investigators her dad had touched her privacy because he was a doctor.
No, I never thought that Dad would touch us or say anything sexual to us, so I never worried about it.
How did you watch that? How did you hold your daughter's hand while she's having a baby by your husband?
I can't hate them because hate is a strong word. I could only forgive them. I could only forgive my dad. And I could leave the rest of it into God's hands.
Today, the adult kids still live in Doris's home and work for her. They're now enrolled in school.
I'm doing better at my reading. So I read a book yesterday.
Have their first IDs, are learning how to drive, and working to get their sister's children back to her from state custody.
Damn, bro. Salute to that lady Doris for taking these kids in, though. I can only imagine, bro. But you can tell she got a heart. That's crazy. She's pretty much taking the kids in this whole time.
You have a 26-year-old
Salute.
that can't read, can't write. How does she teach her kids that can't read or write how to write?
Now, looking back, do you feel grateful that Doris intervened?
Yes. Because she was helping us out.
It's just hard because I was the one that did it, but I'm also the one that's taking care of it.
Now, Doris hopes the community can wrap around this family and lift them up as they navigate life for the very first time.
So I'm hoping that that if there's anybody that wants to help, that is a genuine help. I mean, they've already been lied to and hurt their entire lives. So I'm hoping that their journey in this world and the people that run into them would remember that.
Reporting, Kylie Thomas, KOCO 5 News.
Well, damn. Sick world we live in, bro. There's a lot of this going on that we don't even know about. This one made the news. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to shed light on these type of stories is definitely a thing. I'm not sure if it'll always help with bringing exposures. Maybe people paying attention to more to the people that are around, their neighbors, being tipped off to understand, hey, this dude, he funny. He doing some weird type of stuff. Because basically, that's how she used context clues. Doris did to understand that this is an awkward situation. Anybody with a mind, anybody with some heart is going to stand up and be like, this is wrong. I'm going to get the police involved. But you find a lot of people with stories like this, they turn the other way. They know something's off. They just, it's a sad story, bro. But it reminds me closely to the story that I covered, to where it was like titled Evil Parents Realize They're in Trouble, something like that. Parents that had 12 kids or so. Kids did the same story, same narrative. Didn't know how to read or write. Stuck in the house. Never even touched the backyard. To where one of the daughters escaped, to where she called the police, was trying to pretty much give them a whole rundown. Eventually the police took action and they exposed the whole family for it. These parents would eat fast food, pizza, all these types of junk food in front of their children and let their children starve. But they would actually like antagonize them with it. They'd be like, hey, you know, to where if one of the children was so hungry to where they would try to sneak around their parents' back and steal the food. You know what I'm saying? And when the kid or the children would steal the food, they would be punished. Isn't that crazy to me? Your parents are flaunting and pretty much taunting you with food that you've never been able to eat your whole life. You eat all the scraps, but they're ordering junk food, door dashing, putting it in your face like, nah, ha. And the one time when you had enough and you try to go get the food and you try to get you a little slice of pizza or whatever it may be, you're punished for it. I don't know, bro. We live in a sick world, man. I mean, to where this is normalized and people think this is okay. I don't even know what else to do but say a prayer, man. I can't speak to it. I don't know what, somebody could do to speak out against it to where it would influence the whole world, but, that's not reality. That's not the reality we live in. It's a lot of chaos, a lot of negativity, a lot of people being hurt day to day, and that's the normality in the sense that, like, that's the world we live in, man. We live in a very broken world, but, hey, man, I know, select few know who they have hope in. I never felt like this world was one to be salvaged. If you ever believe, if you know, honestly, like where your values and your morals lie and your belief system lies, I mean, hold on to those things, man, and try to pay it forward and try to do good for others. That's all I can really say with that, But yeah, let me know y'all's thoughts on this one in the comment section below. Comment, like, subscribe. Tell me other videos I want to see me do content too. And we'll catch y'all the next one, man. Peace, love, prosperity. God bless.